Welcome, one and all, to my Mardu Aristocrats deck. We're running Loris as a companion, so no permanents with CMC2 or less. Only things that cost more would be Carnival Carnage, Instant Sorcery. We don't use the Carnival that often. It can be helpful sometimes in the earlier game, but we usually want to wait for the Carnage. It makes our opponent discard 2 cards, and they don't like that. Also, the 3 damage is awesome. Blood Curdle, we're running 3 of those, and Spontaneous Flight, 3 of those. This is a great kill spell, especially for our deck. It makes things hard to block. And when you do block him, especially things like Dreadhorde Butcher, when he gets bigger, he's going to kill stuff. Some quick combat trick stuff, Blade Brand and Unexpected Fangs, even Spontaneous Flight, but you have to cast that at the right time. Because you have to cast it before blockers, since it is a flying counter. If you block it before it becomes flying, they still block it. Unexpected Fangs, Blade Brand, gives something Death Touch, and you draw a card. We don't have a lot of ways to draw cards, so that's pretty good. Unexpected Fangs gives something a 1/1 counter and a lifelink counter. They keep those, so it's kind of nice. Running 4 Eye Collectors. We don't really care about most things. Most things in our deck are creatures, or we're running too many for it to matter for us. 4 Kaya's Ghost Form. This is kind of the thing I don't really see a lot of people running with Loris. It is an enchantment that you put on Loris. You almost always will put it directly on Loris the second you drop Loris. It's very rare that you'd want to bring out Loris before you're able to hit a Kaya's Ghost Form. It can be in the graveyard or it can be in your hand. It doesn't really matter. Eye Collector helps to disrupt their plays, stop their draws. Kaya's Ghost Form says, when a creature dies, or when an enchanted permanent dies, actually, so it could even be a token, or I don't know if, yeah, you can enchant a Planeswalker too, but obviously we're not running those. When it dies or is put into exile. A lot of people don't read that part of it, and they'll try to exile your stuff. It just drops right back on the board. And if you have a black source open and you haven't cast anything from the graveyard, when Loris drops back down, you can slap another Kaya's Ghost Form right onto it. We are running 4 of each of the black shock lands, black dual shock lands. We run mostly black. We're just splashing white and red for the Dreadhorde Butcher, obviously. Cruel Celebrant's nice. I've killed a lot of people with that, just by itself, especially if you got 2 on the board. Healer's Hawk gives us lifelink. Spontaneous Flight gives something flying. And then 5 swamps, 4 plains, 3 mountains. We do have more red than white, but we're more likely to see white early. And red, we already have that on a Blood Crypt, and we can grab it with a Fabled Passage if we need to. So let's go ahead and get into some games. It's a sort of fast deck, but if you want to win consistently, don't play this deck. I like playing it because it's fun to play, not because it's great. But we're going to see how we do here. I won like the last 4 or 5 games with it. We're likely to lose one pretty soon. Oh, this is not a good hand. You either want Eye Collector, Kaya's Wrath, or Dreadhorde Butcher in your opening hand, and we have a way to cast it on turn 2. So we're going to keep this. We will drop the Healer's Hawk. We don't have the mana to cast it, and we're probably not going to be playing it anytime soon. We'd love Spontaneous Flight to throw on our Dreadhorde Butcher turn 3 if we get a white source. We did not. Play the Castle tapped, and then we're going to play the Mountain turn 2, drop the Dreadhorde Butcher, and swing. And obviously they have nothing. Now that's a 2/2. We already have 2 kill spells, and we might Heartless Act that. I do not want him keeping that on the battlefield. You know what? No. Actually, we are going to Carnival. well, what's he playing? Kahira. Well, whatever we turn this into, we would hate to waste a Heartless Act. Heartless Act can kill anything with any power. This can only deal 1 damage. But we are going to go ahead and Heartless Act. I'm going to go grab, I think, yeah, a white source because of the spontaneous flight. So we're just going to go ahead and ping this for 1. And we're going to turn this into a 3/3 Dreadhorde Butcher. Especially because we already have Menace, so this is going to start becoming a real issue if he doesn't deal with it very soon. He's running red, but not a lot of things deal red damage. Okay, he's running Zerta in the main board. Interesting. We kill this? Yeah. That aren't mana abilities. Yeah, so basically anything. He could counter this. I want to watch out for that. Yeah, I don't... I'd rather save the Blood Curdle. We have no second... Yeah, we're just gonna kill this with Blood Curdle. If he counters it, he doesn't counter it. So now this is a 4/4 that has Menace. And it's going to be a 6/6 flyer next turn due to spontaneous flight. If he doesn't kill it. But even if he does kill it, he drops down to 11. So we don't really have an issue with that. A lot of people are going to have trouble getting rid of a... Oh, well, not if they play that. Well, that dies, so... Good play. He did not want to get rid of that. And... Okay. Interesting. So now... Do we just turn this into a 6/6 flyer? I think we turn it into a 6/6 flyer. It seems like a good play. Either that or we Blood Curdle, and I don't really want to put another Menace counter on him, but... Oh, he puts a 1/1 when he puts a land on the battlefield? Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I don't even care to make this flying right now. We still have another kill spell, and he's down to 6 if he kills us, so... Or if he exiles it where he's not, but... Okay. We'll see if he makes it kill itself. It would be a really good play. You're dumb. You're so dumb. Yep. 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 Nice. Okay. Spontaneous flight. Let's go. We're airborne. 7/7. At your face. Now if you kill it, you die. We can often win this game with 1 Dreadhorde Butcher. He's got 10 damage. 10? How much are you gonna add to that? No? You don't have enough? Oh, it's a Scorch Spitter. He's got to grab a kill spell somehow. An exile spell, actually. And he's got no mana to cast it. What's this do? Yeah, nope, I have no problem with that at all. And we're going to Heartless Act. Play out the Dreadhorde Butcher. And we're just going to swing in. He can block whatever he wants. There's no point, though. Nothing has reach. He's dead. Good game. A Flying Menace 6/6 Dreadhorde Butcher that if you just kill, deals 6 damage straight to your face. Let's get into another one. This deck is fun to play. I like I was running before Ikoria came out. I was playing the without Croxa, and without Oven, and without Cat, sack deck. So Judith, Dreadhorde Butcher, Angrath's Rampage is something I was thinking about running in this deck. We have 2 Eye Collectors here, so we're going to keep this because on turn 3, we're going to be putting 2 cards in the graveyard every turn if they don't do anything about these. So we'll be able to bring out the Loris sooner, which I like because we could just throw this on a Loris. The only thing, if it does die with Kaya's Wrath on it, are they going to get rid of this? I don't think they have a way to get rid of it. Yeah. You know what? I like the Dreadhorde Butcher here better. We're going to play this Dreadhorde Butcher out. Since he has no mana to do anything, we could always bring out the Eye Collector next turn, but this is a 2-2 now. It sucks to get rid of Blood Curdle, but we still see it. He's going to untap a target permanent. And it's going to be a blue. What does this do? Whenever Enchanted Land is tapped for a mana, its controller adds an additional mana. Alright. We make the Dreadhorde Butcher a flyer right now. Or we give him 1/1 and lifelink. I'm going to attempt to give it 1/1 and lifelink. I think that he has some sort of counter. We'll see. It may also be flash. It's possible. He's got 3 mana technically, 2 blue and a green. We'll see what he does. I don't think there's any kill spells in there. Okay, he's going to counter that. That's good. We'd rather him counter that than the Spontaneous Flight. Spontaneous Flight's going to be a lot harder to deal with. Dreadhorde Butcher still gains his 1/1 when we hit a Planeswalker, so that's what we're going to do. But Eye Collector has to deal damage to the player. So that's fine. This dies next turn if he decides to untap a permanent. He adds a blue and a green. He's got 5-6 mana total. Okay. Yep, that is something you can do. I'm not into it, but it is something you can do. And you don't know that we have a flyer. Are you going to give that reach? Oh, you can't. That's on a land. I got it confused with the new one. Or actually, that's the Vivian that I was thinking of. He's taking his damn time. He already untapped 1 thing, so... Well, yeah, he could tap that for 3 mana technically now. But then it won't be able to block, so he's probably not going to do that. Let's just go ahead and get our monster out. No, that's fine. No blocks. Yeah, what now? Okay. Oh, that is Loris time, but not yet, because we're going to pay 2 life. This is going to go flying. What do you have? 6? You're at 6. So we send 2 at you. He could tap that island to counter as a good play. You know what? That's fine, because now... What is your 8? Land you control have indestructible. We don't really want that, but... We don't want him to draw when he has a creature with power 4 or greater, and we don't want him to have all this extra mana that he's getting. So this is better to kill this turn. We'll face all our damage at Nissa next turn. We're going to discard 2 cards. Let's see what we get. So we've got 2 Dreadhorde Butchers we could play off of Loris. Do I think he will kill the Dreadhorde Butcher next turn? If I did, I would want to put Gaia's Ghost form on it. For some reason, I don't think so. And we can't do it other than our turn, so hopefully he isn't going to do that. And he can't untap these now, so he will be able to bring out another land and tap that land, but it's only going to tap for one, so he's got 7 mana. Yep. Okay. Bring the Blood Crypt in. We bring it in tapped. So we have 3. We need 4. We need 4 to bring out Loris, because when we bring out Loris, we put Kaya's Ghost Form on it. This needs to die immediately. So we're going to play the Blood Crypt tapped. We're going to go next. We're going to swing at 2 at you and 4 at you. Yep. Next. See what he blocks. He doesn't block anything. Interesting. Why would he not block anything? Alright, then we're going to play the Loris with the Kaya's Ghost Form. We can use it to block the Nyx Bloom Ancient next turn. He doesn't have any mana to counter this, so that's what we like to see. The reason I did it like that, I swung in here, was because he still got his 5. He still got his 1/1 counter, and these things needed to deal some damage to him, so that's fine. What was that? How'd you do that? Create a token that's a copy of a target creature you control. Awesome. Love it. He's going to get in for 8. 8 this turn. But he's actually only going to get in for 3. He's still got 7 mana. That is ridiculous. That is not cool. I am not into this. We're going to keep Dreadhorde Butcher around next turn. We also could have... Well, no, because we used all our mana to get Loris out. This is going to get pretty spicy real quick. He is out of cards. He's only got what's on the field. Yep, that doesn't die. Yep. We take the 8, kill the land. We take the 8, kill the land. We take the 8, kill the land. This is gonna still deal 2 to us anyways, and we just gain the 3 damage or 3 life from Loris. And now he doesn't have mana to do anything to us, so if we swung in for 5, he probably doesn't block it. Let's see. We've got... Well, we need the Kaya's Ghost Form on the Loris. That's... We need that. Now we can do this. Play that. And now, swing in with these. At this, swing in with this. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. I think we say screw Loris. We just need to keep him from ultimating. If we swung in with everything, he wouldn't be able to block the Eye Collectors. Let's swing in with the Eye Collectors here, and let's go these 2 here. No matter what blocks this, we gain 3 life. We're gonna wait till they declare blockers so I can put Death Touch on something. He's had to exile Quasi-Duplicate, so that's fine. Oh, wait. Okay. He does block that. Okay. Yep, and that's gonna throw this right here. Yeah, we should have eye collectored over here. And what do we need to do? We can't give anything +1/+1. We do need to draw this card. I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till next turn when we need to block with our Healer's Hawk. This is gonna deal 5, 6, 7. How much down? 10, 13. Yeah, we need to take one of these things out. If he doesn't have that land, that's still 11. And he makes another one. Makes it 13. We need to take this out. Loris is going to come back. We throw the Kaya's Ghost form back on the Loris. And we end turn. And then when he swings in with something, we probably... Oh, he already tapped that, unfortunately. He's not getting in for this 5. He would need something that got rid of this a second time. And I just don't think he has it. 4, 5, 11, 9. You got 9 mana. That's fine. If that trample token swings in, we death touch the Loris and block. That's a lot of mana. That's 13 mana. That's a whole lot. I don't know what he's about to do with all that mana. But it's going to be something big, I can tell you. I don't know if we win this game. We've still got the life link. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. You don't have haste. Okay. Yeah, it probably fights this. I'm pretty sure it fights that. So that it can't block. But then I can still put the... Oh, you're going to double the number of counters on it. Alright. Pass to attackers. I am not blocking anything. You can go right ahead in. I'm going to wait to block this Voracious Hydra with this Healer's Hawk. That's perfectly fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 damage. And we can play a Dreadhorde Butcher. Do we win this? There's no way he blocks this without dying. So we Spontaneous Flight. We Dreadhorde Butcher. We Spontaneous Flight the Loris. We Dreadhorde Butcher. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At face. No matter what happens, we win. Because the only thing he can block, nothing has reach. The only thing he can block is Dreadhorde Butcher. And it deals a damage to his face when it dies. So we win this game. There's nothing you can do, sir. There's nothing you can do. Watch. Ping! Oh wait, we gotta get rid of our cards first. There you go. Have a good day, sir. That was a very fun game, and I think that was a great representation of what this deck can do when it does what it's meant to do. And that is being a damn nuisance. So, if you like this deck, leave me some comments in the description, things you think I might need to change. I've thought about throwing Bladebrand in the sideboard. I'm definitely going to be throwing Angrass Rampage in the sideboard. I'll show you why I'm not right now, though. You either they sacrifice a creature, artifact, or planeswalker. This is a sorcery. We can't do it at instant speed, and they pick what they sacrifice. Unless they have one thing on the board, not that useful. with Blood Curdle and Heartless Act, and even Blade Brand, we get to pick what dies. So, and this will snipe a 20/20 right out of the sky. It does not matter unless they have a counterspell. If you like this deck, let me know. Honestly, those were some of the best games I've played with this deck. Everyone have a nice day. Goaldeerocks out.